300 years ago, a superpower appeared on Earth called a metahuman. Back then, gods and monsters fought fierce battles across the land. Many years ago, a small metahuman child was sent to Earth from another planet. A kind farmer and his wife raised him with love. The boy grew up strong and powerful, with abilities far beyond any human. For this reason, he was given a name that would become legendary, Superman. But 3 hours ago, Superman fought with a metahuman, who called himself the Hammer of Buravia. Superman lost that fight 3 minutes ago, and now he was lying injured in the Arctic. His condition was bad, and he did not have the strength to walk. He was breathing heavily and was covered in blood. Then he whistles, and his dog Krypto comes. When Krypto sees Superman lying down, he starts playing. He climbs on Superman, which causes him a lot of pain. He begs the dog, "Please take me home." After a long time, the dog understands. He holds Superman's red cloth in his mouth and drags him toward home. Superman's home was in a place called Solitaire, which was fully inside the snow. The door opens automatically when Superman arrives, and he goes inside. There were many robots of Superman. They lay him down after seeing his condition and start saving him. A message arrives, sent by Superman's real parents from another planet. But the message got damaged while coming from Krypton to Earth. His mom and dad had said that he was sent to Earth so he could protect humans. But he cannot understand it fully because the message is corrupted. Superman's robots expose him to sunlight because it is the source of his power, and it makes him completely fine. He tells his robot that he must go fight again, because he has to save Metropolis, so he starts flying back. Here, the metahuman named Hammer was destroying Metropolis, and this metahuman was actually Ultraman. It is revealed that a man named Lex Luthor, Superman's biggest enemy, had created Ultraman. He was controlling Ultraman with his team, and he was causing all the destruction. Superman arrives and starts fighting Ultraman. The dangerous fight continues for a long time. But then Ultraman becomes stronger, and he throws Superman to the ground with one punch. Superman is hurt badly, and he is defeated. But then a local man comes and saves Superman. Now Luthor sends another humanoid girl named Engineer to the Arctic. She tells him that Superman's house is covered in snow. Luthor says it is okay and asks her to return. Luthor and his friend become happy because they defeated Superman again. They call Ultraman back, and he comes to their office through a portal to meet Luthor, where Luthor and his team control him. Now Superman saves many people, so his praise appears in newspapers. Superman hides his real identity. His name is Clark, and he works as a reporter. He goes to his office. His adoptive parents on Earth also call him the farmer and his wife, and he talks to them. Clark also has a friend and Lois in the office. Superman and Lois like each other. But the president of Jahanpa is not happy. He is angry at Superman. He says, why does Superman interfere between Buravia and Jahanpa? He should not come between their problems. Now Luthor, who was a member of a board, holds a meeting with some government officers. He tells them he created Ultraman and the humanoid girl Engineer. She can become anyone and do anything. He also created a team called Planet Bars and says they can be used for defense. He says they need to remove Superman because he is useless. The board members say they will think about it. When Lois reaches home at night, she sees someone already inside. She checks and finds that it is Clark because they loved each other. He says he wanted to meet her and came to cook for her. She is happy and tells him she has to interview Superman. Clark says to interview him instead. He will answer as Superman. So Lois starts interviewing him. She asks questions about the war between Buravia and Jahanpa. They argue a little, and Clark leaves the interview and goes away. Luthor reaches the Arctic with his ship. Superman's house only opens when Superman comes. But when Luthor reaches there, the house opens automatically. Many robots are inside Superman's house. They detect something unknown and attack Luthor. But Luthor has Engineer and Ultraman. They destroy all the robots. Engineer can think freely and do whatever she wants. Then they see Superman's supercomputer. Luthor says there must be something useful inside. So Engineer starts checking it. She finds the message from Superman's parents and says it is corrupted. She fixes it and keeps a copy. Superman's dog Krypto is also there trying to stop them. But they take him. Then some of Luthor's people go to the city and release a small monster. But by morning, it grows huge and attacks people. Superman comes and saves a dog first, then fights the monster. But the monster is too strong, and Superman cannot fight it alone. Then 3 Justice Gang members arrive: Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Terrific. They fight the monster. Terrific uses his small robots to attack the monster, and puts bombs inside it, which makes the monster explode and die. Justice Gang gets much praise, but Superman also appears in the news. Luthor comes on TV and says Superman is an alien from another planet. He has Superman's parents' message, and plays it, in which they tell Superman to go to Earth and conquer the innocent people. This makes people afraid of Superman. People start fearing him. Superman goes into a room and the Justice Gang comes. They ask if it is true. Superman says no, it isn't. The message is only half true. My parents did send a message, but they didn't tell me to rule. The message is changed. He realizes Luthor is trying to ruin his name, but he wonders how they got the message. His house is in the Arctic. Then we see the president of Jahanpa. He goes through a portal to Luthor. This shows the president is working with Luthor. Superman reaches his home. His robots are badly damaged. They say someone came. We tried to protect the house, but failed. Superman asks where his dog Krypto is, but they don't know. So Superman flies to Luthor and tells him he broke into his house. Where is my dog? Tell me. Luthor says he knows no dog, and asks why he would go to Superman's house. Luthor's friend records Superman live. People think Superman has gone mad. His reputation becomes worse. Superman gets worried and goes to Lois. He tells her his dog is lost. How can he get him back? The whole city is against him. He feels he is not made for this. Lois comforts him and says everyone loves him and she believes the message is fake. Superman says the police have a warrant for him and he must go. Lois tells him they will arrest him and he cannot find the dog. But Superman does not listen and goes to the police. They arrest him. We learn Luthor has ties with the government. So the government gives Superman to Luthor. Luthor takes him to a portal he calls his pocket universe. Luthor also brings a superhuman named Rex and says he brought him for Superman. Rex can create anything, and he creates kryptonite here. Superman becomes weak. He is locked inside the pocket universe. Lois and Superman's friend get information. They learn the President and Luthor are working together in a weapons deal. The President gives many weapons to Luthor, but they need proof. She says they must find Superman. Superman's friend discovers he is kept in the pocket universe. They don't know what the pocket universe is. She says she will find out. Then they find that Krypto is also trapped there. Superman's friend meets her source, who turns out to be Luthor's girlfriend. She does not want to stay with Luthor. She wants to be with Jimmy, Superman's friend. She asks him to take her away. Jimmy says not now. Stay with Luthor a few more days. Then I'll take you away, and we will live happily. And she becomes happy. Rex is also in the Pocket Universe. We learn Rex works for Luthor because Luthor has Rex's baby. Lois goes to the Justice Gang and says Superman must be freed. But they refuse and say they cannot interfere in government matters. Lois says Superman is being trapped, but they do not believe her. Then Terrific finds important information. He says Superman was last seen where his footprints were, but the footprints disappear. Terrific tells Lois he can help find Superman. He takes her in his spaceship and goes to the place where the portal is. The same local boy who once helped Superman is brought there. Luthor says he will shoot him. Tell me about your parents and why they sent you to Earth. Superman says he already told him that he came to save humanity only. He has no other purpose. Luthor does not believe him and shoots the boy. This makes Superman sad. Terrific arrives and fights many metahumans. He makes a shield around Lois, so she is safe, and attacks everyone with his small robots. The fight continues a long time. He kills many robots, humans, and Ultraman. He works at an amazing speed like a killing machine. He enters the portal after killing everyone. Lois goes with him. Luthor had created a device that allows anyone or anything to move anywhere. Superman is trapped in the Pocket Universe. He is locked in a box. Superman tells Rex to help him if he wants to save his son. He has no energy and needs the sun. He asks Rex to create a sun, so he can regain power and save Rex's child and his dog. Rex does it. He creates a sun with his powers. The sun shines bright and Superman regains his strength. He breaks the box, saves Rex's child and his dog. Terrific leaves two small robots with cameras. They search for Superman. He does not know where the portal exit is. Metahumans appear and fight Superman. Superman fights bravely, but gets pulled toward a black hole. Then Krypto comes and saves him. Terrific's robots find Superman. They tell Superman to follow them. Superman follows them. As the portal closes, Terrific pulls them all out. They escape the Pocket Universe. Luthor realizes something is wrong with his universe. He gets angry at his girlfriend and throws her out. She gets angry and sends many selfies to Jimmy. Jimmy does not understand why she sent selfies. Superman is injured. Lois takes him to his parents. They take care of him. Jimmy sends Lois the selfies. Lois checks them and sees maps and documents in the background. She realizes Jimmy's friend is giving them proof. Now they have proof and need to expose Luthor. Superman recovers by morning. He sits quietly when his dad comes. Superman is sad and says maybe he is not made for this world. He feels he cannot save it. His dad encourages him. Then Superman's mom comes and tells them to watch TV. On TV they see Buravia soldiers preparing to attack Jahanpa. Superman must save the people. But Luthor does something unexpected. He starts splitting Earth into two using his portal. Terrific sees this and tells Superman to come immediately. But Superman does not know where to go first. Save the people of Jahanpa or stop Earth from splitting. Jimmy and Lois are in the office. They learn the president is working with Luthor. Both want to attack Jahanpa and take their land for weapons. They prepare their report. Earth is cracking. They escape in Terrific's ship, which Lois flies. Buildings collapse. Luthor lifts his entire office into the sky. A woman is stuck in traffic, and Superman arrives and saves her. But Engineer and Hammer come to stop him and attack Terrific too. They beat Superman for a long time. He cannot fight them. Engineer puts nanites into Superman's body. He gets trapped in them and cannot remove them. So Superman flies into the sky to survive. Engineer and Hammer hold on to him and do not let go. Superman flies higher and higher, and then drops down, throwing them to the ground. They do not die, but the nanites leave Superman's body. This saves his life. Hammer removes his mask, and it is revealed he is Superman's clone, made by Luthor. The clone learns Luthor's plan. Luthor wanted to trap the real Superman and release the clone. Luthor activates the clone from his office and controls him. The clone has all of Superman's powers and attacks the real one. Superman is hit with lasers and is weak. At the same time, Buravia's police start killing people. Green Lantern and Hawkgirl come to save them. Rex also appears to help because Superman saved his baby. Hawkgirl goes to the president. The president calls her a superwoman. She says she is not and throws him from a height, killing him. Superman still fights the clone. He whistles, and Krypto arrives and attacks the clone. Luthor controls the clone using robots, but Krypto destroys the robots. So Luthor loses control. Superman pushes the clone into a black hole, killing him. Superman and his dog are safe. Luthor tries to escape through the portal, but Superman stops him. Lois and her team publish all the evidence about Luthor. Now news channels show that Luthor tried to ruin Superman's name. People say Luthor must apologize, but he refuses. Then Krypto attacks Luthor. Terrific comes and uses Luthor's computer to close the portal. The Earth, which was splitting, starts joining again. Everyone becomes happy. Board members arrest Luthor. Jimmy's friend comes and asks him to stay with her. Superman stands and Lois comes to him. She says she wants to interview him. They go inside and become close. After this, Superman goes to his home solitaire where his robots are. Superman talks to them and watches old videos of his parents. Seeing them makes him happy. Please like and subscribe Movies Recap Master.